going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So I hate to say it, but it's finally time. I knew it was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. The gaming community has got its head on the chopping block, and its execution is out in 4K. Now, it is entirely possible that this destruction was going on for quite a while, and people just didn't notice because the games were in good quality back in the day. But now, video games that are released now are lackluster and become a nasty trend. I mean, from ugly characters, bad storytelling, everybody and everything has got to be gay, or somehow the characters that we all grew up with and know and love are somehow now gay. You can't have anything normal or be decent for that matter. But what's even more toxic is that we have a problem in the gaming community. Or should I say, according to some of these female streamers, men are toxic and all they do is harass women and spread misogyny and hatred and are the sole problem in the gaming community. I mean, it seems that men are the problem in just about everywhere in society at this point. But let's be real here. It's no secret that women generally do get harassed online. I'm not denying that. But that's because it's a male-dominated space. If you're a foreigner in a tribe, of course you're going to get attacked because you stand out. It's just human nature. Like if a straight man spent time at a beauty salon or a daycare center, he will get the same treatment. It's no different. But what really pisses me off is that when these particular female streamers are in a situation like that, they like to blow up those situations to make it try to paint a narrative.
Oh, be honest with me.
One down. My ult's ready.
Do you know what rape feels like?
No, I don't actually.
Well, do you want to know?
Are you saying you're gonna rape me?
Because you're heading on the right path right now.
Are you saying you're gonna rape me?
You're going on the right path for it.
Is that what you're saying?
Toxins going up.
It's not rape if I like it. Is it now?
No one walks away.
Hectic. Oh.
Now, to those who are not familiar with this girl, her name is Taylor Morgan. She's a popular Valorant streamer, and I've seen some of her gameplay, and from what I can tell, she's not that good. Like, I'm pretty sure the reason why she's famous is because she's a hot female on camera. Now, as you can see from that clip, it looked pretty bad. Like, truly, had I not known any better, I would have genuinely be scared for her. But if there is one thing from the past 10 years has taught me, is that you can't take people at face value. Like, as insane as that was, I know better than to go immediately jump to a supposed victim's defense when I don't know the whole story. Now, I'm not saying what he said was right or tolerable in any way, but most dudes are not going to be forward and saying, I'm going to R-word somebody out of the blue, especially to a stranger they don't know. So, me here just using my common sense and what I have learned from the past, I've come to the conclusion that there had to have been some build-up to that. There had to have been way more context than what was shown. And surprise, surprise, there is. We only know the part where he goes completely unhinged, but it turns out it went exactly as predicted. Long story short, there was banter back and forth between her and him, and they're just talking noise and just jabbing at each other. And when he finally goes off on her, she conveniently clips that and posts it. I mean, she even admitted to unmuting him for content because she knew he was going to say something crazy and she can have her big moment.
Want a game? Like, get out of your head. I'm not mad. I'm okay. I just let him suck you out. I'll keep him unmuted just for the content, but like, yeah, it's.
And it's stuff like this, ladies and gentlemen, that makes me apathetic to situations like this because it's almost never genuine. He's not the only one to make allegations like this. Like, I'm telling you, these things is a toxic trend. It's like the crazy gym creep craze, you know, where girls dress provocatively, having their whole butt hanging out, and they just looking at that one dude that even has to glance at their way, and it's like Armageddon. It's like the highlight of their content for days. Like, it's pretty much the same thing, but with video games. Like, there's no safe space anymore, fellas. If you're a straight white male, you are public enemy number one. If you're not cucked out, you can get snuffed out by this psycho feminist named Hannah or Gianna. I don't know how to say her name. Like, this girl's even more wild than the last one. She actually provides us with just a testimony of how horrible men are to her.
She wouldn't last 10 minutes in a COD lobby is not, nor has it ever been, a valid excuse for men to act like pieces of human garbage in gaming. I shouldn't have to play a game where all I say is hi and the whole game is thrown and I'm in hell for the next 40 minutes because men are being emotional about it. That is not normal, and that's not how the old COD days were, because I promise you, as a man, you have never had somebody throw on the basis of your gender. That doesn't happen. You can say it happens. You're lying. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's such a common thing in the comments of my videos. You guys want to be oppressed so bad that you'll look at a man calling me a telling me he's going to tell me to get back in the kitchen and say it's not a woman thing and say that happens to you too. It doesn't.
You know, she is making a lot of assumptions here. I mean, just by the way she's describing things, I can guarantee you that's not how it went down to the way she's describing it. I mean, her language and how she's speaking alone already tells me that she has predetermined assumptions about men in general. And this is not about what happened to her or a lack thereof, but just an opportunity for her to project her own biases and use a victim platform to gain sympathy by women and betas all across the net.
There's a reason that historically, male-dominated spaces are known for being toxic and unsafe. That goes for gaming, that goes for sports. Any male-dominated space is a bad one. That's not me being sexist. That is me saying there is an inherent issue with the way that you guys have your locker room talk that makes everybody else feel unsafe. I don't know how you could possibly find it fun to make other people feel unsafe.
Translation for other people, as in anybody that's not straight, white, or a male.
No woman is asking men to make gaming a safe space with sunshine and rainbows and everything, but could you please be normal? Because I want to be able to enjoy playing the game without my life being threatened, without my body being threatened, because I'm existing as a woman. And men are the ones making it unsafe. And I do not care if you feel targeted by me saying men, or if you feel attacked by me saying men. You are part of the problem. If you feel attacked by that, you're part of the problem. If you say just mute them, you're part of the problem. If you sit there and let them say that to me and you don't intervene, you are part of the problem.
I mean, anybody with more than 2 brain cells can see right through this crap. I mean, just think about it. Does that even sound right? Either she's making this up or she just has the worst luck on the planet. Because you got to be around some pretty down bad guys for something like that to happen, to be attacked for 40 minutes, unprovoked, for no reason. No reason at all.
I have a lot of male friends, normal male friends, who don't say slurs and don't threaten people and just play like normal. I understand it's not all men. But if you are not one of the men doing this, it is entirely on you to help stop the men who are. If you don't understand that and you don't understand power imbalances and gender hierarchy, it's not my place to teach you. I'm not your mother. I'm not your teacher. Close the game for 5 minutes and educate yourself. But stop making this a bad experience for everybody else who's just trying to play the game.
Shut up, bitch!
Okay, that right there just destroyed the entire argument. I mean, if you're going to go off on like that for like 5 minutes, the least you can do is offer a solution. But no, we get none of that. And why would we get any of that? Apparently men are the problem. Not just for our apparently woman-hating behavior, but just for having a penis. I mean, there's no reasoning with these type of women. The misandry is deep-rooted. Like, for example, Johanna here has already made her opinion with straight men very clear when it comes to her own kid already.
No, it's over, Ina. It's over. Like, if I were to have a boy, we better pray to God that he's gay. We better start indoctrinating him day one. We have to either make him trans or make him gay. We are not having a cisgender straight son.
Now imagine burning your energy trying to argue with that. Like you're wasting your time. So what does all this mean? Well, you can come up with your own conclusions, but for how I see it, the writing is all over the wall. Men are the problem, or at least they're trying to make them out to be, by using a smear campaign and paint all men as toxic. They did this with Hollywood with all the woke madness being pumped out every year, and now they're moving their way to video games. Like, I'm sure you're familiar with the Me Too movement, where there was a bunch of allegations coming out the woodwork of really powerful men in the entertainment industry doing bad things. And yeah, it got some bad guys out, but a lot of good guys in the process, which if you ask me, was a smear campaign to remove men out of positions and put woke activists in their place. And they started with allegations to make the regular Joe into villains, to make the public see them as the bad guys, and then at that point, they can get rid of them without the public even batting an eye. I mean, this is what they do. Corporations, news outlets, blogs, they blow these testimonies up, usually only hearing one side of the story. Multiple interviews later, the story is completely twisted in their favor. It paints a narrative, and they run with it. If it gets enough eyeballs, the media will spin it to apply to all men in some regard, making innocent men guilty for nothing. And the video game world is no different. The madness is making its way. I mean, it's still in its early stage, but I'm just calling it out now. Like, there's a trend going on here. Accusations go out, companies enact, dictator-like policies are put in place, the bad guys get fired, some good guys are labeled bad, hence they get fired or quit. We get crap quality games, like a prime example is what happened at Blizzard, specifically what they did with Overwatch, with the making of Overwatch 2, which is a far worse of a product, made specifically for corporate profit and milking an iconic game completely dry. And there's a laundry list of games that follow this very model, a model of crap. And this is only the beginning. It's been going on for some time now, but it's only going to get worse. The woke mob is coming for the very video games that used to escape this clown world of a society. And soon you'll have nowhere to hide, because the next big thing they're going to go after is anime. Just watch. I hope I'm wrong.